Horn of Sorrow is a physical theatre production which incorporates music, dancing, humour and despair, all combined to convey one message: the plight of the rhinos.
What is all this madness about the rhino? Oh, yes. Ha! They say it's supposed to fix up your tummy when it gets a bit wobbly, like mine often does. Well, I've tried it, and it doesn't work. You might as well be chewing on your own fingernails, made up of the same stuff, you know. And what about this whole aphrodisiac potency, make you a man business? Rot! You might as well be sniffing a bottled heap of fart for all the good that it does.
Written over 20 years ago by Nicholas Ellenbogen, this moving story is performed powerfully enough to captivate an audience of all ages and is still relevant today in light of the rhino poaching crisis. It was directed by Miles Petzer, who describes the hard work behind the play as well as the message of the story.
Firstly, we took our basic knowledge first and foremost, and then what we added to it is we observed a lot of live animals. You know, we watched a lot of YouTube videos. You know, and there were sessions where we'd sit and we'd just watch, you know, a rhino walk for about hours and hours and hours and understand how does his steps take, how heavy he is, you know, what does he do, you know, to cause him to sniff, you know, how blind is he actually, you know, things like that. And through that we started to explore. I mean, with physical theatre, exploration is like tops. So we had a few sessions as well where we just come in and we just did whatever. You know, weird things came about there, as you can think. And then the actors, I mean, it added a lot to the ensemble as well, you know, it allowed each one to get more comfortable with themselves. And through that we started to find the animals that we wanted to put on stage. The great thing about theatre is it's really raw, you know. So it's not the type of TV where there's a screen separating you from basically the actor and the message and you at home. I mean, here the audience comes into the theatre and they can actually, you know, they're there themselves, so they can almost like breaks a barrier.
How I make my money? I'm selling dacha to Taiwanese sailors. One day they come to me, they say we want the horn, the rhino horn. I say to them, no muchos problemos, I get you pledge horn.
Well, you see, especially in the arts and entertainment industry, you know, it's one of the few voices we have to actually put to platform what we want to say about the environment specifically, or any issue these days. It's just this misconception that, you know, overseas, you know, they have this idea that rhino horns actually, you know, do a lot for your tummy, or, you know, are very, you know, nice for the man thing, if you know what I mean. And that makes no sense. You know, it's a misconception, and, you know, that's hopefully, you know, education through this show. Perhaps we can change that mindset, or make some sort of difference.
Umama
script in 2008. I picked it up and I thought, whoa, this thing's amazing, you know. First I thought Nicholas Ellenbogen's a genius. I mean, if you could write this stuff, and then especially because the rhino poaching incident started to escalate in about 2009, when it started to get really serious. And look, I've always been somebody to care about, you know, rhinos specifically. It's been close to my heart. And then I really enjoyed the physical theatre part of it. So when I picked it up, you know, I thought, you know, I'd love to be able to get to do this.
Oh, baby. They will never possess you, for if you live, it is to be free.
Man is the one who is so little, so late. Upecha. Oh, Upecha. Your loss will live forever to mock man.